All right, so HBO finally gives us the Galoo story. So let's recap. Essentially, a meteor crashes to the Earth millions of years ago, and their ancestors used pieces of the fallen shards as a weapon to create a dagger to protect against the monster. Over time, that one dagger wasn't enough. So then the Connie, daughter of the tribe, led a mission to collect the 13 shards. Let's talk about it.
So this story was pretty wild to hear. It had a couple of plot holes that I wasn't a huge fan of. I overall understand and I can agree with the direction they went. I know you might not love it.
Yeah.
But we'll dissect it here, as you guys know. But you know, the biggest plot hole was why, and I think you told me the daughter ran away with it. I swear I heard them say that was her plan, was to take the dagger and run into the woods.
Yeah, he was getting stronger over time. Apparently, the settlers that came from Europe, he was feeding on them. He got too strong for that one dagger. So I guess he was becoming more of a threat for the tribe. And it didn't look like anyone else wanted the daughter to do that, which is why they sent like a group after her. And that group got decimated by the Galoo. But overall, you know, she's trying to create a stronger weapon against the Galoo. The only problem I have with this is that, can you even use it against him? Has anyone tried to use it against him? And then like he's just avoiding them with this one shard. So it's not like they made a cage with that one shard. So that's kind of like the plot hole. Like, couldn't he just go around them, you know?
So let's bring it back a little bit here again. Go based on the tale that we heard in this episode, right?
Correct.
He was in a star, all right, which seems to be, again, we got to infer a lot of things because they didn't provide a lot of context clues here.
Yeah.
Was a prison of some sort. And he was casted down, whatever that could mean, either discarded or fallen from the sky, which allowed his prison then to break as it impacted Earth.
Correct. And this is the argument on that word, casted down. Some people just say it meant he just fell down from the stars. And then casted down, what's kind of imply, at least you're implying, that someone sent him here. Kind of like sending Satan to Earth.
Exactly.
Which is really not a good prison, right? I mean, he's having fun on Earth. And apparently he's getting well fed. It's making him stronger than ever.
Yes. But
so
I don't know if maybe the writers of this show wanted to have some parallels to Christianity, maybe because the audience is mostly Christian.
Could be.
So they're like, oh, maybe it will like resonate more if we say casted.
Maybe no one will question it, right?
He's like an evil, being that was thrown away and shunned by God. But nonetheless, I do agree that it doesn't make any sense why the shards are enough to bind him. If he was in a whole prison of the shards to bind him, how can just a few shards, 150, 300 feet apart?
13 shards too, by the way.
Keep
just 13.
This omnipotent, almost like being held and encased.
No, I can understand it. They would have made a weapon. He was afraid of the weapon and they kind of like beat him with it every once in a while, right? That's kind of what I thought would make more sense. But the fact that they just took the shards and made like a prison for him has a lot of loopholes. First of all, if he was casted down, question is by who? And why would that someone be dumb enough to just let him break out and run around? So perhaps that's the issue that HBO's trying to get to, is maybe the turtle casted him down.
Maybe he's a turtle.
And it made a mistake and it broke when it hit the earth and he's like, oh crap. What did I do? I unleashed this thing on mankind, which is a terrible idea. The turtle should have just left it up in space.
I mean, to give the turtle his credit, at the time it was inhabited maybe just by some dinosaurs.
Or this was its spaceship and it was just flying around in space and crash landed on Earth. But then that also is kind of dumb too, because he's afraid of his own spacecraft in a way.
Right. And you hit a fair point. So let's actually retell the story of Stephen King's version. All right, guys. Well, according to the novel lore here, it is an ancient cosmic entity. It arrived on Earth millions of years ago before humans existed in a cataclysmic event. It didn't choose Earth for any special reason. It simply crashed there while the planet was still forming.
See, I don't like that.
Should I read it again?
No. But the novel, it just didn't give anything. And now here we are, HBO just making up whatever they want. We got this Power Ranger 13 shards story. That's what it remind me of. Like, this is the Power Rangers. They're finding shards, and they're going to battle some evil monster.
I would have to agree that I feel like the shards should have been used as a weapon, but maybe, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, they're trying to set up for the turtle.
Maybe, yeah.
He's the only savior that could come in and save Derry.
It's all his fault. It's all the turtle's fault. I think that's what the setup is. All his fault. And we're going to figure out he did it, he made the mistake, and he's trying to correct his actions. That's what I think might be happening.
I mean, it definitely could be a spin on. I mean, this is a whole spin. I mean, based on what I just read, the books never really gave a concrete proof or a rationale of why.
First of all, Halloran doesn't ever interact with it at all in the books. They never meet each other. They never interact.
I know that.
There's no dagger. There's no name glue that also doesn't exist. And the tribe never battles it at all. There's no death scene where he kills a bunch of Native Americans. That doesn't happen. So there's a lot of things that are just different, you know? And the tribe, they basically had, I guess, the shine ability where they could feel its presence, but they didn't have any way to contain it or any of this stuff that HBO is trying to pull.
Yeah, I don't really like also that the HBO's spin on it. It feels like almost everybody has a shine ability at this point.
They're giving it away. Everybody got a shine. You get a shine.
Yeah,
Everyone gets a shine.
Everyone gets a shine. It's like, what's the point of the ability? That was supposed to be so unique.
It's not exclusive no more. Everyone got it. Because
real.
Leroy's like, hey, my grandmother had it. Every once in a while, there's someone in the hood who got it. The guy at the corner store got the shine.
Old buddy over here got the shine.
It's crazy. So yeah, I agree with you. That's another thing that I don't like as well. Aside from the story, I mean, the whole 13 shards encase them in one area thing. I don't know about that.
I was really disappointed because honestly, before I saw the episode and understood where it was at, where they were going with it, I really thought they were going to lead that they took the shards and created arrowheads.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right? They're Indians.
Right, make a weapon.
They break out you have arrowheads and you got some and I thought that girl was like, oh, she grabbed the shard, she created the arrowheads and she became like their Pocahontas,
Yeah.
Like their badass version of Pocahontas and you started slaying it back.
And I have another thought while we're talking about this, right? First of all, they took the 13 shards and they made a cage. Well, guess what? That cage is way too big. It's huge. Yeah. Why is it so big? That's another plot hole. It's like they made this giant cage where you could just do whatever they want. They made him a giant playpen. Yeah. And then they actively say they didn't intend to kill him. They say that in the show. They just left him alive.
Just avoided it, basically.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, we're going to leave him alive. We have all the tools we need to bop him over the head with something, but we decide not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope they take a different spin with it.
They should just left it the way it was.
But I really don't think we're going to get an answer by the end of season 1 with this.
Yeah.
I think it's going to drag on to a couple of seasons. I hope the show has more seasons, but it also kind of really weakened the human race against it because even if they put the turtle and they give us that reason, like why not give the humans, us, an ability that could defend and fight against it?
Yeah, I mean, I think they should just left it how it was. It dropped to Earth. It's here. It feeds every once in a while.
Or
there's no cage or a way to control it. It just does what it does, and we just have to deal with it. I mean, I didn't see the problem with that,
No.
It is a god, right?
Right, and that's why I thought that there has to be a reason why they did it this way. I mean, I'm hoping there is.
It's like a fusion between like Power Rangers and like Superman. Like where Clark Kent, his spaceship apparently is his own kryptonite. That's what it is basically.
Yeah.
Because it's like kryptonite. He holds up the rock and he just runs away from it.
I saw that was so cringy too. It was so cringy. When I saw that with the little girl, I was hoping that it was going to be because again they said it was strong enough at this point that they didn't even care about the rocks, the little rocks they had.
Yeah,
and that's why they had to go back and get more rocks. But
see, they basically gave it a name, a backstory, and like a power system. Yeah. Now his power is based on how many humans he eats. Mm-hmm. And it determines his distance of Wi-Fi, basically. His Wi-Fi distance increases for every human.
His Wi-Fi of terror.
Yeah, he's got more speeds. It's like they kind of nerfed him in a way. If he doesn't eat, he gets weaker. If you hit him with more rocks, You can also, like, I don't know, make a cage or something for him.
Apparently. But there's still more plot holes around that because he got so strong from eating all the Westerners that came and settled there, the Indians that were there, but yet the 13 rocks were enough to hold him back. So then what is going to hold him back now that he's fed for even longer? Like, the rocks still can't be holding him.
Yeah, if you look at if you get an idea of, like, the future movies, by then he should have been, like, doing whatever the heck he wants. If he has a power system now, you know?
Yeah, I think it really doesn't do any
justice for the plot hole at all. Honestly, it just makes things more complicated. I don't think HBO should have done this. It should have just left it exactly how it was and just give us a story, you know?
Yeah, big dissatisfaction to the original content and its, prequels or sequels, rather.
Yeah, basically. All right, well, let us know your comments and how you feel about this episode and HBO's new spin. We'll see you guys in the next one.